What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Godzilla figure review. This one is, of course, picking off from the Banprestro series. I just finished doing the Kong and, of course, the evolved Godzilla Chibi version prior to this. And I've had this one sitting in the studio for like half a year, for like 6+ months. So it's about time I finally get to reviewing this because I bought this when they first dropped the GameStop, but I haven't really touched upon it because life got busy, and now I finally am gonna do it, so let's get it out of the way. So this is the Godzilla. If you haven't checked out the Kong, of course, go watch that after this video. So what do we have for this Godzilla? So this is pre-evolved Godzilla. This is when Godzilla is still blue. So we got a beautiful shot of the G-Man here at the front in the Monsters Roar Attack series. A bunch of other languages here which I'm not going to pronounce. Then we have this side, then we have this side, then we have the bottom, then we have the top, and then here's the back. Two other angles, the front and back of the G-Man here. So this does look promising. Let's save my judgment because let's unbox this and then I'll give my honest thoughts on it. Some promising things for this statue or figure. I call it statue because there's no posability, there's no articulation. You get this as it is. This is just there for display. You cannot play with this. That being said, as you just saw, there was some assembly required by putting the tail in, but I feel like that's pretty standard for Godzilla figures now because, you know, Godzilla has a really long tail, so to minimize space in packaging, you would have to assemble the tail, which I think is very appropriate. But, spoiler alert for the Kong review, I didn't really like that Kong. Banprestro doesn't really produce quality with their Godzilla stuff, but I kind of take that statement back for this particular Godzilla because this is actually not too shabby. It looks pretty decent. I dig it. The dorsal plates is obviously the star of the show here. What I do like in particular is that you can see the blue first glowing from the bottom. You see it's dark blue here, but then it descends into a white color in the middle. And then at the tip of each dorsal plate, you have this very light fading of black, a black tip. I feel like that's 3 different colors executed very well on the dorsal plate. So I think that's done pretty well. Like look at the angles on this. From the top angle, when you see all 3 of them fan out like that, that's not bad at all. I really like it. And then it continues down to the tail. You get the spikes from the tail here, yada 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 yada, all the way up to the tip here. So it kind of changes the color. It kind of, because the plates get smaller, so does the color. The color also gets lighter to the tip of the tail. So that's pretty nice. And then the overall body tone, you have the dark color and the scaliness of it, but then you can also see there's some shadings, very light shadings of brown on it. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I personally don't really notice it too much until I look up really closely, but from a distance I don't think you can pick it up pretty well, so it's a good thing. It's not too obvious. I think it's just there to provide some contrast to the colors. And then looking at his face, you can see just dark blue eyes, nothing too much going on there. So no, there's no atomic breath piece included. You just get this Godzilla statue as it is. That's the pose he's in. I do wish the pose was a little better. This kind of looks like he's just in a Midwestern standoff here. He's about to go on a Mexican shootout. Overall, the entire figure as a whole, It's not too bad. I dig it. Again, this serves as a display piece, not something for you to necessarily play with. This is a collector's item, ultimately. So, out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this Godzilla, I'm gonna say a 7 out of 10. It's significantly better than the Kong, I'll give you that. Nothing is going to be worse than that Kong. Let me know if you agree with me or not in the comments, and of course, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more. And of course, check out the Kong and some of the other reviews like that Chibi Evolved Godzilla if you haven't already. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.